There are 3 original movies, then a set of prequels, then some sequels, and a whole lot of spin-off material. Rule number 1 is the prequels are crap, depending on who you ask. Rule number 2 is we do not talk about the Christmas special.
Oh, come on, stop! Oh, God, knock it off! That's gross!
So the movie starts with yellow text that scrolls upward at an angle talking about what happened in a galaxy far, far away, and the music is like... This guy is named Luke Skywalker, and he's the main character of the original trilogy. He lives on this planet called Tatooine with his adoptive parents, and also he hates sand, maybe? That might be someone else. There's also this other place called Hoth, and it's icy. This is Darth Vader, the main villain. His real name is Anakin Skywalker, which makes him Luke's father.
Not true. That's impossible!
That's supposed to be a huge plot twist, but this movie's been around since like the 70s, so everyone already knows that.
No!
Also, his music goes like bum 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 bottom bum bottom. And he can choke people without actually touching them. The reason for this is because Darth Vader can use this thing called the Force. It's basically like magic that you have to tap into emotionally. May 4th is an unofficial holiday because, as they say, may the Force be with you.
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 Anakin, may the Force be with you.
May the Force be with you, Master.
And yes, you have to spell it with capital letters every time. Using the Force for good is called being on the light side. Meanwhile, using it for evil, like Vader, is called being on the dark side. I think there's this scene where Vader is trying to tempt Luke to follow his own path of evil and he says, "Come to the dark side." I don't remember what he's tempting Luke with the promise of, but most people say, "We have cookies." Also, I think it's like this overarching law rather than just a set of abilities characters are capable of using, and that's why the stakes are so high. Like, if too many people are on the dark side, the universe gets put out of whack or something. Do you have to be a Jedi to use the Force? I don't know. Jedi are a thing. They might be the name of the people who can use the Force. They might be a political alignment. Whatever. Darth Vader's army of henchmen are called stormtroopers, and they apparently have bad aim. They might be clones. Clones are a thing, but I don't know their purpose. You can also be a member of the Resistance. I don't know who they resist, besides probably Darth Vader. The Rebel Alliance is a thing, but it might just be another term for the Resistance. And then there's the Sith, as well as a Sith Lord.
A Sith Lord? A Sith Lord? Darth Vader is a Sith Lord?
Only a Sith deals in absolutes. And Padawan? I don't know what a Mandalorian is, but it's a thing too. Anyway, this is Princess Leia. She's Luke's sister, but he didn't know it at first, so he had a weird crush on her.
The best part of waking up is Folgers in your cup.
She usually wears her hair in a pair of buns and a white robe, which are pretty iconic on their own, but at one point she's also enslaved and has to wear this sexy bikini outfit. This is Padme, and she's Luke's mother, but of course he doesn't know that either at first. This is Han Solo. He takes Luke to fulfill his destiny as the guy that stops Darth Vader from doing evil things, I think. And he might be the one who hates sand, I don't know. He ends up frozen in carbonite for some reason. This is a Wookiee, and they sound like this. This specific Wookiee is Chewbacca. He travels with Han Solo and Luke. This slug guy called Jabba the Hutt is Princess Leia's captor, and the reason she has to wear a bikini. He also wants to capture Han Solo and Chewbacca, and that's when he says, "Bring me Solo and the Wookiee." This is Yoda. He lives in a swamp and trains Luke to become more in tune with the Force. He speaks a little backward, but he does give excellent advice.
Do or do not. There is no try.
This is what he looks like as a baby. Or, we don't really know that yet. We know it's a baby of Yoda's species, but it might not be Baby Yoda. But everybody calls him Baby Yoda. Also, Obi-Wan Kenobi trains Luke as well. He's got a lot of help. He'd better be really good at using the Force by the end of these damn movies. He has the high ground over somebody surrounded by lava. I don't know what's going on here. This is C-3PO. He's a nervous robot butler.
Excuse me, sir. Excuse me, sir. Excuse me, sir. And my joints are freezing up. Stupid little short circuit. Oh, wait for me! Wait for me! Wait!
This is R2-D2. He's a smaller robot, and he goes. This is BB-8, an even smaller robot. Jar Jar Binks. He speaks like this.
He's embarrassing. But, my friend might have been banished. My forgotten. The bosses would do terrible things to me. Terrible things to me if me going back there.
And nobody likes him. This is Senator Palpatine, and he says, "Do it."
Do it.
Kylo Ren, Rey, Mace Windu, Finn, Darth Maul, Boba Fett. This Admiral Akbar guy says, "It's a trap," but I don't know what the trap is. This is an Ewok, and I'm not a big fan because it looks like a demented teddy bear. This is a Tauntaun, and somebody has to cut one open and sleep inside it like Bear Grylls. The weapon of choice in this universe is the lightsaber. They come in different shapes and colors, but they're all hot laser wand things that go bzzz. I've also heard that if they were real, they would burn hot enough to cauterize your wounds instantly. This means that it's completely realistic that when Darth Vader chopped off Luke Skywalker's hand, he didn't bleed out and die. There's this other scene that I know of where a guy threatens a child by activating a lightsaber in front of him. This is an AT-AT. I really don't know the benefit of designing your large transportation devices after dogs, but I can't complain. This is the Death Star. It gets blown up a little and then it looks like this. Now this is pod racing. This is the Millennium Falcon. There are a lot of other spaceship things like TIE fighters and Star Destroyers and X-Wings. And that's basically all I can tell you. Oh shit, I almost forgot about Porgs.